Hey Graeme, what's your thoughts on that performance tonight?
We didn't deserve to win. We didn't do enough to win. We made some good chances. Our decision making in the final third wasn't really good enough, and then we get exposed because of simple errors. It's a good learning curve for the young players. Once again, this is about learning, about dealing with mature athletes. I thought for 90% of the game they did it, but the critical moments in the game we didn't win enough of them, and that's the reason they lost the game. No one in there is under any illusions that some of our bits were really good, but in men's football you need to win and you need to take your chances. We didn't.
And you had a few chances just before they got the 2 goals. Was that frustrating for you?
No, I called it as soon as we got a little bit anxious in the final third. We lost a bit of our structure behind our attacks, and they were getting out. It turned into a game of basketball, and then we didn't defend individually, so you would leave the goalkeeper exposed and he nearly got no chance. If we'd have had a little bit more control and a little bit more composure, a little bit better concentration, I think we'd have seen the game out, and the worst we could have come away with is a 0-0. As it turns out, we made some rash decisions and gave them the impetus in the game. Then you chase it and leave yourself even more exposed, and they score again. So once again, a good lesson for our young players, but something that we shouldn't at this level be doing.
And there was a couple of first team players in the squad tonight. Important minutes for them?
Great minutes for them. So they need to go and get minutes. They need to go and make sure physically they're ready if the first team need them, and we're happy to provide that. I thought it was good for them to get as many minutes as they did. We have to make sure, obviously, that they're fully conditioned. We don't put them at risk, but I thought it was a valuable exercise for them, and you saw flashes and glimpses of what they're about. So it's good for our young players to see, but our players haven't got to look at those guys and be in awe. Our guys have got to realise that they're in the team, they deserve to be in a team. Can they then go and be the best player in that team? That's the way you get in front of the gaffer's eye. If you do that on a regular basis, then hopefully you can progress on.
And obviously the Cup's in a bit of a league format this season. How important is that to give the players more opportunities like this?
It's great because we're playing against first team, so although they had some subs in from their game at the weekend, there's a lot of mature athletes in there in a team that's going to be pushing hopefully for them in the championship. So this format of the game for us is great to get our young players exposed in a game at this level. So we need to make sure that although we're grateful for the game, we get something out of it. I thought we deserve something out of the game, but they have to keep going for 95 minutes, 96 minutes. They have to retain focus for 95, 96 minutes. And if nothing else, it's a really valuable lesson in that when you're tired, when you're a bit fatigued, when things haven't quite gone for you, the only thing football ever gives you is a clean sheet. You have to battle as hard as you can to keep it, and I didn't think we showed enough in that regard.